Hello and welcome back to Everybody Loves Raiken, our 5th edition live play that meets on Tuesdays. We are there. We are here. We are now. We are in the final stretch. The final battle. The last confrontation. The unicorn of destiny is upon us. The party has rolled initiative and begun combat against the children of Tiamat. In the last session, the dragons came for their army, giving the party the opening to go after the children themselves, and they led things off in classic Voice of Change style, with many bangs and shouting of mean names, as Raiken got into a verbal duel with Bala, before striking an impressive opening strike against her using Cord's maximum effort. She doesn't yet know his name, but she's not soon to forget it. While Elsamanth departed the battlefield to stand at a safe distance and rain lightning upon it with his blue horde, the party took on Shasharan and Bala and attempted to gain the notice of Carasoth, who, until a meteor swarm hit him in the back of the head, seemed incredibly unconcerned with these interlopers and their army, given that they did not have the white dragon Widemir with them, and therefore could not give him what he wants. So, we step back into combat. It is nearing the bottom of the second round, and we will be starting with Jebel. Carasoth has just gone, in which he began to approach the party following the meteor swarm, as mentioned. So, remember that you all have the bond. If you have any strategies you want to give to each other, or criticize somebody's combat decision before they fully get through an attack declaration, so, feel free to shout out. That's why the power was given you. So, Jebel, you have just become a large creature. You are outside the trashed and crumbled wall of the city, and you know that you are currently standing where lightning strikes from the blue dragons will land. Just ahead of you to the northeast stands Shasharan, as she has mantled the wall with her front two claws and is shouting obscenities at Seltharis, who has recently taken back to the sky after revealing to Cyrus that she is, in her words, his father.
What's the weather like?
It is cloudy and overcast, and there was miles-high columns of circling dragons, though most of them have come down low enough to strafe the army with blasts of elemental breath. You can see the armies down the slope a little ways from you, spread out now, so the two tiles they're not really clumped up anymore. That entire field is now filled with soldiers of either army, and you can see the burst and blast of these elemental breath weapons, as well as magic being cast by the mages among each army, and the dragons and those same mages counterspelling and dispelling magical effects left and right. It is a light show around you, behind you, as you and your team focus on the children of Tiamat. So the weather is cloudy, there are flurries of snow falling here and there, and it's extremely cold here, or it would be were it not for the presence of Carasoth, who seems to be warming everything uncomfortably.
And my armor.
And your armor.
What dragon is right next to us?
Shasharan.
Right next to me.
The black dragon.
Oh yeah, that's I'm standing in like the zone where I know lightning's about to strike.
You are currently on the yellow mark that is kind of... It's the effect of the...
The yellow mark was my
Actual.
smoke.
Yes, the yellow mark is the smoke. That is giving everybody invisibility and speed. No, not speed. Invisibility and
Flying.
flying. That was it.
The white squares are lightning, are they?
Yeah, the white squares with the blue border and the blue squares with the blue border are the same effect. I just changed color after the first couple because I didn't like the white. I'll be erasing like all of these effects at the end of this round. So, but the red squares are where the meteor swarms happen.
Am I in one of those white squares? Hard to tell with the yellow.
The yellow square is the cloud of
No,
gas.
I mean, am I in the white square because it's
Yes.
under the yellow square?
Yes.
He was the only one that wasn't.
One does not negate the other. It's just the way that tool draws. You are still touching both white squares.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. I couldn't see because of the yellow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to move out of the white square anyway. I can move back a little bit just to remain in the yellow.
So you wish to move to the southwest.
Yeah, just a good idea.
So that'll put you out of the lightning crash zone.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm going to cast a spell.
So are you going to storm them or?
Well, in a
Something
sense. I'm going to cast a different spell first.
Okay.
So, is anyone stopping me?
Well, you are invisible because of the grenade, and none of the nearby creatures is reading your mind, so no. No one is stopping you from casting your spell right now.
Okay. Well then. This is going to be a dex save by Jasharan.
Aaron will make a dex save. Oh. I'm gonna reroll that. I rolled it out of the dice holder and it came up a nat 20. I'm like, too soon. Doesn't count. I'm gonna actually roll it.
You roll it in the dice holder.
Like, I took the
21,
cap off the dice holder.
That's not even possible.
It's not. Okay, so that's that number and her total. Total. That. Alright, Children of Tiamat. That. That. So that's gonna be a 24.
Well, that's a success.
Damn. I mean, yay!
Yeah. Takes like 6 lightning damage then.
Alright. So, let's just double check. Read her.
Remind me, does it round up or round down?
Does it round? It rounds down.
Then 6.
Really, it wasn't too high a spell level.
Oh, no, it's pretty low level.
Till the spell ends. Oh, fascinating. Okay, so, there's nothing you can do to accidentally end your invisibility with Greater Up. Alright, so you said lightning occurs?
Yes.
So a lightning bolt is going to shoot out of you, I assume?
Out of the sky.
Out of the sky, okay. You called some lightning at her?
I did.
Okay. That is kind of hilarious. Alright. Shasharan takes 6 points of lightning damage. Bam! And you see, you know, she's shouting her obscenities at Sultharis, who's drifting away to deal with, like, the smaller dragons that are coming to interrupt your fight. She's keeping them away. When all of a sudden, you know, there's a small gathering of cloud, like the clouds above her, like, pucker up and shoot a little shaft of lightning down, which, like, grazes her along one side. And you just see, like, little arcs of static electricity curling through the air off of her scales as she kind of, you know, like, flinches away and looks around and looks up and looks back and screams in Draconic, "Elsementh, you bastard! Watch where you're firing!"
Hee.
She'll see how she feels in a second.
Fucking sowing chaos over there. Alright, you gonna move any further or do anything else?
Are hasted.
Yes, you are hasted, so you have a hasted action, which you can use to activate an item or make an attack. Or dash. Or hide. Because you are not hiding. A reminder to all the people who have greater invisibility on that they cannot see you, and they would have disadvantage to make normal attacks against you because of that. And they're going to have a real hard time stopping any spellcasters from spellcasting. But, unless you are hiding, they do know where you are.
Or in my case, even if you're hiding.
Yes?
Yeah. I'll hide.
Alright. You hide. Are you going to move at all? More? Or you want to just stay there
No,
and
I'm
wait
gonna
for the
stay where
lightning
I
to
am.
strike?
Okay.
Okay.
Where I am.
Alright, sounds good. Don't need that yet. I need this. So, after Jebel, it is Laramendis.
Okay. I am in a position that I don't particularly want to be.
You know that lightning is going to land on your head, too.
So I am going to fly out of the lightning zone. I would like to be within 120 feet of Bala.
If you fly, you know, anything other than straight up, and don't get farther from Bala, you'll be fine.
Okay, cool. I then basically want to just be like just outside the yeah, because I don't want to be too I think
Okay. That square is definitively not in the lightning. It is exactly outside it. Living on the
people
edge,
don't look
one
at
might say.
explosions. And if I need to fly up at any point from here to be able to have a clear enough view, because of the ruins of the wall, then I move to a position that I can see well enough. And then I cast a spell.
Okay. Does your spell have verbal components?
It does.
Okay.
I'm not, what's the word?
You're not what?
Casting this one.
You're
I'm
not
I'm not
subcasting.
spending a sorcery point on this one. I have one sorcery point left, just so you're aware, because one was spent for the demi-plane.
Alright. Let's see. If someone were to try to counterspell, they'd need to see you, right?
It's when you see a creature within 60 feet casting a spell.
I'm like, it doesn't say that anywhere in the Bible. It's an asterisk.
Yeah, I could not for the life of me find that either until I noticed that it was the asterisk for the reaction.
Yes, it's the asterisk for reaction. So, because of the asterisk C, you're gonna get away with it. I thought maybe give them a penalty, but nah, they just can't do it. Alright, go for it.
Okay, so I think at this point I have spent a 5th level spell slot and a giant, no, not giant, a large hand just appears right next to Bala, punching her in the face. I am using Bigby's hand with the, I think it's the clenched fist.
Bigby's bitch slapper.
I will make
I
a
must have a
spell
big
attack.
token.
I
That's
probably
kinda
do
fun.
nothing.
It's kind of funny when I've
17.
been. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go on.
I got a 17.
You
My
got
melee spell attack.
a 17 on the spell attack, so that has to beat her AC.
Yep.
Oh. Let's see. Shasharin, AC, higher than 17.
I was going for Bala.
Oh, Bala, also higher than 17, but less higher than.
Okay, good to know.
Sorry about that. Okay, I still need to find my Big B token, but, Lisa, you had been saying this is funny because you... something?
Yeah, I've been watching Minecraft YouTuber called Big B.
Ha.
So I just imagine him punching now, and that's funny.
Oh, technically the range of the spell is 180 feet.
Okay. Would you like?
Because the range is 120 feet, but when you cast the spell, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can move the hand up to 60 feet and then cause one of the following effects. So you can do it from 100 feet, then make the fist just fly 60 feet and deck something.
Yeah. Big battering ram.
Which is very funny.
Yeah. So you're gonna, like, cast it and just have it charge up the street through the poison into Bala?
I think that I think that when he makes it appear like 5 feet from her, just like from nothing right into her instead of a long wind up. If he had the wind up though, it would have been better. It would have meant that I could roll above a 6.
I'm
now concentrating on the spell, and it's just a bonus action to make it after that. I am going to now move a bit farther away from where I cast the spell, and with the hasted action. Is it completely useful to me? I don't. What is my stealth? My stealth is +3. I think I take the dodge action with my hasted action.
Okay.
Invisible.
Carasoth is going to use his legendary action to move half his speed. Oof, with a wing attack at nobody. Well, I guess not at nobody, just like knocks down a nearby house with the blast. You're pretty far away, but you hear the crumbling building and just like a couple little eeks that may have been screams. I believe that brings us to the end of the round.
Dun dun dun.
I get to first. All of the lightning balls fall from the sky as they were like lobbed out by these dragons. They seem to skim along the clouds, rolling along like Sonic the Hedgehog, for lack of a better image, on the underside of the cloud before dropping off like bombs from a fighter jet and just slamming into the city around you and into your army. You see soldiers tossed in the air. You see soldiers burned by this. Your soldiers seem to handle it better, obviously, because of their resistance. I need to roll damage, however, because Shasharin was hit.
Yes, suck it to Shard.
Let's see. 5x5s. Deal. Okay, it's a save for half on dexterity. So she seems to see it coming at the last second, maybe tipped off by the lightning that already hit her to be watching the sky a bit more closely. And she rolls a dex save, which she fails. Unfortunate for her, which means she takes the full roll of a bunch of damage.
Skill issue. Get good, noob.
Oh gosh. Elsamenth, buddy, what are you doing? That was almost maximum damage.
That's perfect.
Jesus. Cool. So she's gonna receive 32 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
Huh, that's kind of hilarious. Takes her to a number easily divisible by 10. Goodness gracious. As the lightning hits the ground and explodes next to her, you see her snake-like body, writhe along, like she shuffles along the wall trying to push herself away and just does not manage it. And you just see the lightning, sort of orb explodes out, and you can the area is illuminated as tendrils of electricity connect scale to scale and then to the ground, and she's just like steaming afterward. Still alive though. This and this. Oh gosh, like remembering how to do the drawing tools. Okay. I have to, erase her off of the... Oh. Okay. The lightning button... Oh, we know where the wall was, right? The wall effectively just connected all of these circles. Because its circles were towers. Okay. And now I have to lay down new ones. Alright. Lightning. Alright. And new spots chosen. Kubriel.
Ha-ha! Let's see. She needs to get up. So she's going to get up and gonna work her way around while staying within range, but moving to the south of her to avoid the impending shadowy blast that's she sees what's coming.
Alright. So, to the south or to the north?
To the south.
Okay. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They're okay?
Yeah, right there. Yep.
Alright, she is outside of the lightning blasts.
Let's see. Also going to, I guess, start flying again.
Oh, I'm playing this from the wrong fucking window.
So I'm assuming she's used up her movement. So
What's her total movement? 40?
So their speed going off this sheet, it's 30.
Oh. And the average should be stand up.
Yeah.
50. She'd be there.
So she'll just stay on the ground.
I mean, she can fly up into the air if you want. She just needed to get up because she was knocked prone, which knocked her to the ground. But she can... Well, can she fly? Yes, she's an angel. I keep thinking her as... I knew I would make that mistake of thinking of her as the tiger if I use the tiger token.
She's no longer a tigre.
Not a tiger. She is a multi-winged angel with 2 swords.
Well, she can go up in the air, then she's only gonna go up like 15 feet.
Yep.
And then she's going to attack Bala.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming I can use any of these actions that are on the sheet that you gave me.
Yes. Those are all fair game.
So I guess it will be a base attack.
Alright.
Huzzah! That is a 19 to hit.
Just short.
Alright, well, she has multi-attack, so she can attack a second time. And that was even worse.
Yeah.
Well, that was her turn, though.
What's your plus?
Plus 8.
What's your plus? No, don't tell me. Not yours. Then what's your plus to magic?
11.
Okay. I want you to use plus 11 for her stats instead of plus 8.
Okay. If it's plus 11, then the first attack was a 22.
22 will hit.
The second attack would have still only been a 13, so it wouldn't have hit.
Okay. Rolling the 2s.
I was gonna say, rolling a 2 on die is justified for missing a dragon of this
Yes.
stature. I mean, like, it probably hit and just did nothing.
Yeah, she deflected it with scales. Wing batted the attack away.
Okay.
Like, we need to...
Because hitting the dragon is like hitting the broadside of a barn. Because it is.
This is a particularly large barn.
Yeah. Sometimes you got lots of animals.
Let's see. Alright. So normal damage is 6 points of bludgeoning, non-magic. Well, I guess it's... I don't know. She has an angelic weapon. It just says bludgeoning damage, though. So is it just regular bludgeoning damage?
Is there a thing in, like, the passives that just says any weapon the angel wields is considered a magic weapon for purposes of damage overcoming damage resistance?
No, I do not see that.
Okay. Then yeah, it's not magical.
Okay. So, not magical bludgeoning damage. However, it gets 4d8 radiant damage.
Oh, yeah, well, that's probably why. She doesn't need to deal radiant damage or she's gonna smite them with a 2nd level smite every attack.
And that is 22 points of radiant damage.
22 points of radiant damage.
Yes.
To my Bala?
Yes.
Rude.
Always to the Bala.
Very rude. She, cries out, hissing in anguish as this, holy blade tears across her scales.
Raiken will be like, good job, Kubriel.
You know, as the second attack is deflected away, you know, she'll look momentarily dismayed at the dragon, but turn to you to smile at the acknowledgement and say, "Our fight to defeat evil together is bracing."
You are no match for us, Bala.
Have at you! I just realized I placed her somewhat in Bala's square. Shouldn't have done that. Alright. Anything else from Kubriel?
No.
Alright. After... Oopsie, wrong button.
Well, the only thing I have left to say is she's in the cloud. For sure has been in the cloud at this point.
Right, so she started her
And
turn
she's
in the cloud.
not immune to poison.
Not immune to poison. So, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And she gets my bonus as well, right?
You're +3?
Yeah.
That's out to 30 feet now, right?
Yes.
Yes. And, given that her plus to hit was bad, give her an extra... I'm thinking either +1 or +2. Let's start with a +1. Give her an extra +1 on whatever the sheet says to her saving throws, all of them.
Then that will be... 23.
23. What is the miasma's DC?
I think it's like a DC 5.
No. Alright, she's going to make it. She manages to make it. So she's going to take half damage. So she's going to take only 12 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Is she resistant to poison, or is she just nothing with poison?
She has nothing with poison.
Okay, so yes, 12 points of damage. So, is Kubriel's turn ended?
Kubriel's turn has ended.
Right. You are on the ground?
Raiken is in the air.
How high?
It was below what he needed to be for the meteor attack.
Okay.
I think it was around 30.
Okay.
Around 30 feet.
Right. So you're still basically just, next to Bala's chest.
Yeah. Yep.
She, as her legendary action, is going to make a wing attack, because there's a bunch of things around her. Is she able to attack Big Beast?
It is an object with HP, so yeah.
Okay, then. Green. Wing attack. Going to be... Everybody must succeed on a DC 23 dexterity saving throw. Does that mean that it's an object, so it can't make... It automatically fails dexterity saving throws? Is that the idea?
It has a dexterity
Okay.
score.
Then use the dexterity score.
I don't think that it can succeed on this save.
You never
'Cause
know.
it
You
has
might
a
roll a 20
0?
and still not make a 23.
Yeah,
It's allowed to
that-
try.
That is, if I roll a 20, it's a 20. So
Oh, boy.
it
Okay.
would still fail. But Bigby's hand rolls in the ground. And God, you're never going to believe this. I'm pissed.
A 20.
You got a fucking 20.
Oh, wait. Is it within Raiken range? Does it get the saving throw bonus to get the 23?
It's too far, and also as an object, I don't think it could.
I mean, it has AC, HP, and saving throws. I don't think it's an object. What?
Well, I don't. It doesn't
It's
say that
exactly
it has
too
saving
far.
throws.
You are correct about
It
that.
just says it's an object, and it has a strength and dexterity score. Those are the only two scores that it does have. are
Right,
strength
because
and
it's going to be
dexterity.
grappling
Because it's for
people.
grappling. So I don't know that it actually has a dex save.
I'm going to allow
But
it
roll
because
the
it
20.
doesn't fucking matter. It would be funny if it succeeded. Any event. So, everybody's going to take... Okay, Raiken, what is your dexterity saving throw?
A measly 4.
Okay. Everybody remember that you have inspiration again, so if you want to use it, now's the time.
With the dex throw, I don't think it's. I don't
Not
think
worth
it's kind
it.
of stupid for me.
Alright.
Does Kubriel have to do this as well? Or
It is all creatures within 15 feet of the dragon.
Well, so if it's all creatures within 15 feet.
Oh.
And Bigby's is an
technicality
object,
gets Bigby out because
technically.
Bigby's not a creature.
Wizard pushes up his glasses.
Alright, fine, Bigby. You win this time.
The hand like does a motion like it's flipping through a book very briefly as the wing attack is going.
Bastard.
Also, just in case, I mean, I know he still didn't make it, but Raiken actually got an 8. I can't make his saves that shitty. I mean, he does get +3. But Kubriel though, she got a 24.
Tubriel makes it. And because of the way this is worded, it's a save for all. So she takes no damage and is not knocked prone. You, however, are going to take a full 15 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone, which means you fall to the ground.
God damn it.
Enjoy your time not in the sky, Lumos.
I mean, that'll be very short.
And you were unlucky with the falling damage roll. Because that is 14 points of falling damage and a 5-5-4.
Oh my god! Shot a freaking only 30 feet?
Yeah. But it's 14 points minus 3 from Heavy Armor Master, so it's 11 points of damage.
Oh my god.
As she rises up, she's going to use her wing attack, the movement from her wing attack, she's going to use to move up, straight up into the air. And... I think she'll move back a little, too. To get out of the lightning.
So, if that's the case, I guess while I'm prone, I can't just swipe at her leg one time.
I mean, it's a movement, so I think you could. You just have disadvantage because you're prone. And Kubriel could attack as well. Just triggering opportunity attacks.
Well, I might have disadvantage, but I also have advantage for Bow of Enmity, so it cancels that.
Hold on, she wants to goad you. As she sweeps her wings out, knocking you from the sky and lifting off. She's going to hiss at you and say, "You are in my domain, Lumas. Prepare to be schooled."
We'll see about that, Bala.
Boof! You hit the
Nobody
ground.
fools Raiken.
That much is clear.
Alright, can you take a swing at it?
You may with disadvantage.
Well, it's gonna be normal, because I have advantage with Bow of
Right,
Enmity.
Bow of Enmity. Nice. Go for it.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 to hit on Bala. That's gonna hit.
Oh yeah.
Bow of Enmity coming in clutch.
Let's see. Just doing my normal. So that is 18 points of non-magical silvered slashing.
18. Okay.
And for radiant,
For Radiant.
If this counts, due to Sentinel, if I hit with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0.
Ooh. I hate these corner cases where it's like, does that affect this fucking wing attack? I guess she's stuck there.
You pin her claw.
Oh, that was part of the attack. Is
Well, no, it wasn't her turn. It was her legendary action. So it's like, does it count now?
If it's a legendary action, doesn't legendary pretty much cancel other effects out though?
I mean,
There are some creatures that have legendary actions that are movements that say this doesn't provoke opportunity
it
attacks,
just
but this
says-
isn't part of that because
No.
those are the you move your full movement. It
Yeah.
doesn't provoke just to get them around. This is
Well,
there's an attack that
yeah.
also happens to move them.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that
Well, but here's
Sentinel
your
part
technicality,
was,
I think, that you're gonna win on, because it's after the attack, it says the dragon can then fly up to half its flying speed, but because of the opportunity attack, which precedes everything, and your Sentinel, it's going to make her flying speed 0, so she can't move as part of the legendary action, but she's gonna get her speed back when her turn begins.
true, and I won't have my
Yeah.
action. But because of this, Kubriel isn't going to opportunity attack, so Kubriel can still opportunity attack if she moves.
Yeah, one could say Kubriel can't opportunity attack because it's her turn, but I'm saying it's fine. So, yes, you pin her momentarily while she tries to fly away from you. She's stuck. You just see her it's so stupid. You hit her with your axe, and her wings stop working.
So I'd like to think that he as he's falling before she gets away, he jams the bottom of the axe
Yeah.
for some reason that's sharp and it just pins her foot into the ground.
Claw 3 times the size of you.
Hey, Raiken's strong.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. You pin her claw to the ground so she doesn't end up taking off. All right.
She's surprised by it.
Yeah. And 4 points of radiant, sorry. There we go. Kubriel, she gets an attack of opportunity. She's not at disadvantage.
Well, I guess I'll still take it. Why not?
Suppose you don't have to, since the movement that triggered it would have been cancelled, but, like, they do go off at the same time, so it would still... could still happen if you wanted it.
She missed anyway. So
She missed anyway. Okay. One legendary action down. Where's Shisharan, who is pissed off? Alright. She is going to... Alright, a couple of you guys aren't hiding, and Yukikaze is fully visible right there, and bearing all of the champion's, relics. She's not happy about that at all. So it's kind of like the lightning, you know, she's reeling from the lightning, and she looks over, you know, finally taking her attention off of Sultharis, and, you know, prepares to breathe acid, and seems to notice Yukikaze there, fully decked out in the regalia of the champion of Bahamut, and you just see that pupil constrict to nothing as she is filled with a blind rage. She is going to use all 3 of her legendary points. So, she is going you're going to see that she opens her massive jaw, lets it hang down low, and you're going to see it begin to fill with acid from her gullet. And she's going to, you know, drive one claw hard into the stone of the wall in front of her and wrench, making herself kind of rotate in place. She's going to turn a quick circle, and she's just going to douse the area around her in acid. Alright. He is a bigger, tougher dragon than Bala, so this is one that's going to go out 5 squares. 5. Boom. Wow. Just unlucky for her. Had to double check that there wasn't lightning that I covered up. I do hate that I can't separate them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. Alright. So, she absolutely drenches the area marked out in Chartreuse with acid. Which, because she can hear a bunch of invisible people around her, but doesn't know where they are, doesn't, like, feel like thinking about where they are. So, just Yukikaze. Yukikaze, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw to try to avoid the acid flying at you. You are under the effect of the potion of haste, so you have advantage on this.
Oh shit. I would have had advantage then on the dex.
Oh, that's right.
As well.
I am.
You want to roll one more over there while he does his?
I still would have. I would have missed it by 1. I rolled a 19. I would have had a 22.
Oh, fuck. Alright, so sorry about that, Malachi. What you got?
I am airborne. Does that play any effect into it?
I apologize. I did not understand.
He's airborne. He wants to know if that affects it at all.
Do you remember how high airborne you are? Because she's on the ground.
I remember I was on the wall.
Yeah.
Firing my bow, and then I put the bow away.
Yeah.
Jumped into the air and kind of did like a charging position look for the sword or Silver Fang in the scale
Right.
to look like I was going to attack.
Right. Well, that certainly put the fear of Bahamut in her. I mean, she's very tall, and the way these areas work, they basically just form a cube around her, so, like...
That's okay, I was just
I
curious.
think you're still gonna be in it, unless you were, like, 100 feet in the air.
Oh, I'm not 100. I'm not.
Okay. 'Cause she's... what? 60 feet tall, plus another 25, so it's like 85 feet, an 80-foot wall of acid, basically. Well, spray of acid.
So you said dex advantage?
Dex with advantage, yep.
28.
28, alright. You make the save. So you will receive half damage.
What was that again, please?
I haven't rolled it yet.
Okay.
I am rolling it now. Alright. Big number. Wow! They're really killing it with the fucking elemental breath weapon damage rolls. So half damage is going to be 23 points of acid.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it costs all 3 legendary action points.
Mm-hmm. Also, apparently, Tristan, even if she didn't move,
Yeah.
I still would have been able to take an attack on her because of the Soul of Vengeance ability,
Oh,
the Paladin, which any creature under Bow of Enmity, when they attack, I can attack them.
Okay, and is that part of your angelic avatar?
No, that is literally just its own separate ability.
Okay, and you remember that you are in angelic avatar form? Avenging Angel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had momentarily forgotten myself, so... Alright. So yeah. Deciding that she doesn't want to deal with figuring out where the tiny creatures that bother her and threaten her are, she douses the area around her in acid. The snow, being pushed away as water from acid, but the ground itself burning, and you smell the acrid scent of decaying grasses beneath and the stone melting away as the wall gains another hole. That was a good one. And then Carasoth is going to use another wing attack to keep pushing himself toward the battle, because you guys pissed him off. So he's coming!
Wing attack.
Yep. Alright, so that's all of them. Oh, that's what I need. Sorry, I'm like on the fly doing modifications to my tracking sheet so that I have everything I need. Okay. Sorry about that. So, that was the end of Kuriel's turn. Which makes it now Bala's turn. She's going... Huh?
Which first you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, bastard. Okay. Come on, LED die. Nat 20, motherfucker! It's doing its little party time. Hang on, party time's still going.
She beat the fuck out of it.
Alright, so that means she's allowed to act?
Yes.
Okay. I think that she is going... I think that she is going to use a coal... I think that she is going to start, as it recommends, with Frightful Presence. So each creature of the dragon's choice that is within 120 feet of the dragon and aware of it must succeed on a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw, or become frightened.
No.
You are immune to fear, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. I'm making sure.
It's called the Aura of Courage.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Kubriel is
Yeah.
immune to being frightened.
Is she naturally, or just because she's also in your aura?
Conditioned immunities, charmed, exhaustion, frightened.
This was the wrong crew for her to use this on.
I think the hand shakes a bit, but that's just because Laramentis is shaking.
Now, I mean, since it's of the dragon's choice, like, she has to be aware of the creature, right?
I like that interpretation.
No, I just mean, it's an object, not a creature, so it can't be affected by it, but it mimics Laramentis' hand.
Yeah.
So, like, it's shaking a little bit.
Yeah. No, I got that. I'm just actually asking, like, because it says it's each creature of the dragon's choice within 120 feet. And it's like,
100.
huh?
I don't think she's aware. Is she aware of us?
I mean, it's a long distance. Like, they're aware that you are all here. She just, like, you're invisible and far enough away that she can't really be aware of what square you're on. Especially flying with magic.
So I think the better question, though, is would these dragons not do it to just everything?
Including each
and
other.
fuck hitting the other dragons?
I mean, probably they are. It is a fair assessment to say that they are rather uncaring of one another. But especially Bala. She is very selfish. Sure.
She would poison the well, you're saying?
She would. So, no rolls for Raiken and Kubriel. Or Leah, who happens to be outside the 120-foot range since her movement. But I think everybody else is in there, so if you're not immune to frightened, it is a wisdom saving throw DC 19.
Ha! 22.
That was another nat 20. It's a different die. This one was also in the dice box, not on the ground, so it had a better chance than the other one did.
Shasharan was already in a bad way. She's gonna have to use her legendary. her legendary resistance!
All according to Kate.
God damn it, Shasharan! She rolled a nat 1.
Now those don't recharge, right? She's only got 3 for the battle.
She's got 3 for a day. That's it. They don't come back.
Nice. Burned one of them. It wasn't even us doing it.
Carasoth is fine because he is a very self-important asshole.
Oh, and right, and both Shasharan and Bala burned one on the meteor strike, didn't they?
Uh-huh.
So she's down to
not
1.
Doing great. Leave my black dragon alone. She's my favorite. I mean, I don't have favorites. They're all my children.
Tiamat absolutely has a favorite.
Tristan is Tiamat confirmed.
Okay, so, Leah didn't have to roll. You two succeeded, so... Jebel? How'd that, frightened roll go? DC 19 Wisdom.
Oh, should be okay.
Should be okay, rolls a 3.
4.
So
Which brings it up to a 15.
15. So, unless you are immune to frightened, you are frightened.
You do have
I
inspiration.
have inspiration.
Okay. Want to try better than a 4?
5.
It is better.
So 6. Brings it to 17.
17 out of 19. So, unless you want to buy a mulligan, you are frightened.
I'm frightened.
Okay. Yukikaze. DC 19 Wisdom saving throw.
I fail it.
Okay. No mulligan or inspiration?
Not that I know of.
I mean, you get it back at the beginning if you thought you'd spent it last time.
Oh, I didn't get one for this session.
Okay, so yeah, you have an inspiration. Do you want to use it?
Sure.
Okay, roll one more die.
Still fail. You said 19.
Yeah, 19.
Still fail.
Sorry, buddy. And finally, Cyrus.
Uh, 23.
Succeed. Alright, those that are affected by fear. The frightened condition states that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to the source of fear. Bala is the source of fear, so Yukikaze and Jebel, you are not allowed to approach Bala until you shake the fear. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your next turns until you succeed.
Did all?
Bala. The green one.
Where am I in retrospect for the range?
You are on the wall, which is about 70 feet south of Bala. You are next to Shasharan. Well, you're above the wall. You're flying. So you're above the wall, about 70 feet south of Bala, and 25 feet west of Shasharan.
I just didn't realize I was still on range. That range is insane.
Bala's fear range was 120 feet.
Gotcha.
That's why it hit all the way down to, exactly down to Cyrus.
He's just barely in
Just
range.
barely in range.
Alright, so I can't approach Bala unless I break the fear.
Right, and at the end of your turn, you can roll against it. The trouble is that on your turn, you're going to be at disadvantage to make attacks because she's there.
What if he puts Shasharan between him and Bala so he can't see her?
I mean, technically, if you can break line of sight, completely hide Bala behind her, that does meet the word of the rule. So, yes, and he could do that while moving away from Bala, which is legal. So, yes, you could do it that way.
Did we go backwards?
You just can't move toward Bala. You can move any other direction except toward Bala.
I thought we were on Shasharan's turn with the acid.
No, that was her legendary action.
Yes.
That was it. She did that on Gabriel's turn.
So, legendary actions, just as a refresher, legendary actions, any creature that has a legendary action can use it at the end of any other creature's turn. They have 3 legendary actions each, dots, and each of their abilities costs a certain number of those dots. Some only cost 1, so they can act at the end of 3 other creatures' turns. Some cost 2, and the one that Shasharan did costs 3. I'm telling you that so you know she cannot take any more legendary actions this round.
Okay.
But that's why she got to do a massive attack.
Sorry, I just lost track of where we were.
That's fine. It's easy, too, with the legendary actions. They are a struggle. We're still on Bala's turn right now. This is Bala's actual turn. She gets 4 actions. She gets to do the fear effect, and then she gets to make 3 attacks. Which is why it's scary to fight powerful dragons.
What a bitch.
So, 2 of you are frightened. That ends that portion of Bala's turn. Now she gets to attack. So she's going to start with a claw attack, wrenching her pinned claw out of the ground and attempting to strike you with it as she flings the axe out of her scales. So she's swinging at the Raiken and rolled really high. That is going to be a 34 to hit.
Man, that was really close to not hitting.
I know! Lucky, right?
Yeah.
That is going to be 22 points of non-magical slashing damage, which means you can reduce it by 3 points to 19.
Wait, the giant dragons aren't immune to fear?
Condition immunity is poisoned, so no.
Awesome.
She's not immune to fear. Black dragon.
That's hilarious.
Condition immunities does not include fear. Red dragon, condition immunities does not include fear. So none of these dragons is immune to fear. And it has been proven earlier in the campaign that Shisharin especially is a frightful dragon. Like, she has fallen once to a warrior dressed like Yukikaze and fears the armor of Bahamut. Alright, so 1 attack. That makes 3 attack. Bite and pause. Alright, so she's then going to make a claw attack at Kubriel. Scoring only a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 22 points of non-magical slashing damage. And then she's going to attempt to bite you. And you're... Oh, but she's... No, she's not. Interesting. Yes, you're on the ground and she's on the ground, so she has advantage. I need my other Glinky die. Should have given her advantage on the first one. Didn't need it. She rolled very high.
Other than the crit.
I mean, I guess I could check for crit. You want me to?
Well, you might as well. You let me roll retroactively, so...
She did not crit. And on the second one, she didn't crit, but she did score a 28. Wait, bite.
Even closer to not hitting.
Hold on. Need to double check. I used her claw attack plus, but it might be different. Bite. Nope, same plus. So yes, 28.
We're getting closer to where she can't hit me.
Okay. So that's going to be 19 points of non-magical piercing damage, reduced to 16. And then she does a whole bunch of poison damage that you don't give a fuck about.
Thank God. Because I'm already close to... I'm getting closer and closer to bloody.
Mr. 240 HP is getting close to bloody?
255, and Mr. You don't need that much HP.
Look, Mr. I took on a dragon solo.
Not solo, Kubriel's with me. I also have a hand.
Never mind, just give him a hand. And then finally she is going to move. Oops, that's not the move. Move. She's going to move not very far. Move here. Herself outside of the lightning blast. Because she is now watching for it, having watched Shisharin get blasted. And she knows that you guys can't attack her because you already did. Alright. So that is all of Bala's turn, finally. Which makes it Vendar's turn.
Finally. How far away am I from her?
There you are. From Bala, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight line distance 55 feet.
How far can I throw dynamite?
How far can you throw dynamite? It's like a 20-60 for throwing things.
Okay, I'll get within 20 feet of them and throw the dynamite.
What's your move speed? Gigantic?
90. Currently 90 because of haste.
Right. So you're gonna use all 90 of that?
I'll move within 20 and then I'll throw the dynamite and then I'll move further away.
Okay. So 35 gets you. Fuck. Please. Arrange. Send it back. There we go. That gives you within 20. So you light a dynamite and throw it.
I do. It's a dex save.
Dex save by Bala. Hiya! That is not great. That is a 16.
She fails. She takes full damage.
Unfortunate.
Now I gotta roll all of these d20s.
Oh god, please. Go easy on me. It's my first time.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Is this a stick of dynamite or a cluster of dynamite?
It's a stick. It's just
Okay.
fun.
Then yes. If it was a cluster, I'm gonna modify that to from the 2060. It's not gonna be 2060. But if it's just a stick, that's fine.
Alright, so that is 129 force damage. And then it's a con save.
Bala. 129 force damage, huh? A con save, you say. Let's use the other die and see if we don't roll a crappy low number. Or we could roll an even lower number. That's fine. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I fucking doing this? I'm taking 129 damage right now. She's gonna legendary resistance that first one. That down to 64.
At least I burned a legendary resistance. She's only got one now, too.
Okay. So the con save is a 20.
That passes. So half of the of the thunder damage, and I did a whole 6, so she's going to take 3 thunder damage.
3 thunder damage, which she is not resistant to. That takes her to a number divisible by 5, so that's fun.
Alright.
She's getting pretty hurt. She's not bloodied yet, but she's really hurt. She is not happy after that thing. Like, it bounces under her feet, and she sees, like, the wick going, and, you know, like, at first she seems like she's going to ignore it, and then she does a double take, and just rears back away from it as it explodes beneath her. You see the force, like, ripple up her underbelly, just tearing away the soft scales under her, and she, like, stumbles backwards away from it, just, like, collapsing to the ground a little ways away. Miss technology. Bastards.
Alright, and then I'll move my remaining 55 feet down and diagonally to the... back towards the group. So down and left.
5. 30. 5. 55 would put you right in the lightning, so would you like to be here?
Yes, deal a little north of it and stay out of the lightning.
Okay. There.
Yeah, that's good.
You fly away.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to try to hide.
Alright.
Yeah, that's not a great hide. You have really good hide skill, though. Okay, that's a 21 hide.
21 time. Alright. Maybe they can't see you. I mean,
Alright, and then I'm going to shoot an arrow at Bala. It's my hasted action.
right. That was your cunning action. Alright, hasted action. Arrow. Fire string, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I advantage for being invisible, right?
You do.
So I get sneak attack even if she can't see me.
Even if she can tell where you are, yeah.
Yeah, even
If she could
knows
see
I have
you,
to-
then no.
Yes. Alright.
And yes, I've seen the online arguments about, well, if they can see invisible creatures, it doesn't cancel the invisible condition, so they still get the fuck that.
Alright, that's a 28 to hit.
A 28 on Bala. That will hit.
Alright.
Look, all you guys gotta do is start removing dragons, and there won't be as many legendary actions to deal with.
I do think we're working on it.
Oh, I've been cutting away legendary resistances on them pretty well. So, kudos on that.
Alright, that is 38 fire damage.
38 fire damage. Okay. And, that's with sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Bala's bloodied.
Do like 170 damage after a turn where he just did like 170 damage.
Okay.
Okay, my turn is now over.
Alright. After Vendar is Leah.
Yeah. I'm too far away to do anything but Eldritch Blast.
Right. You are from Bala, 155, and from Carasoth, 110.
Okay. I mean, my Eldritch Blast is 240, so I can hit both of them.
Yes.
But I can't add Hex to it because I'm further away than 60 feet. That's fine.
Well, remember that you're still hasted, so if you want to move, you can, and you're invisible, so it won't be too dangerous for you to move.
Yeah, but I can't move close enough to still be within 60 feet
Gotcha.
in one move. Math doesn't add up.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Not to Bala.
No, you can get close enough to Carasoth. Though.
Yeah, but
Hex.
right now I want to focus fire on Bala.
Alright. Do you want to close the distance at all so that you can hex later, or do you just want to stay where you are?
Let's see, my speed now is 60.
Yeah. And don't forget that you have a hasted action, which you could use to dash. So you
Yeah,
can
that's good.
move 100... move 90, excuse me, without spending your action or your bonus action. Which
Okay.
would put you 65 away.
Ah, dang.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on. That's 90. Yep, 65.
That's unfortunate.
It is, but it would put you, right out here. So you'd be ready to do it on your next turn.
Yeah.
And you could always blast first and then move there so that they don't get a bead.
Yeah. I was thinking that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna blast first, and then I'm gonna move to that spot.
Well, why would dashing with the hasted action only get you 90 and not 120? With your movement or with your speed doubled?
Oh. Did I do that wrong?
Because dashing gives you your speed, and with haste your speed is doubled. So speed of 30 to 60.
Alright,
Dash
I'm
gives you an
wrong.
extra 60. So you do.
Yeah.
not to like change what is going on, but
Yeah,
just so there's
no,
more.
Sam's right.
Oh,
You could move 120 and be in range to Hex.
Okay. and then I can Hex and Eldritch Blast, right? Because Hex is the bonus action.
Yes, you can do both.
Yeah. Okay, well then I move... Well, under that tree there is probably good.
Right here.
Give me... Yeah, give me some cover from the sky with the tree.
Yeah. That is very fine. That works. So you're gonna kind of angle toward the ground a bit, be under the branches of the tree at least. You don't necessarily have to be on the ground.
But can I break up my movement a bit?
You can.
So that I get close enough in a straight line to be within 60 feet.
Yep, so within 60 feet is 95 here. So you could do it there, and then move the rest to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then I can attack from there and then move
And
underneath
then
the tree.
move. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so that they don't see where the... Like, so that they don't attack the spot I was in.
Yeah.
Because they will see the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Once you're close enough, which close enough is certainly not clear, they will be able to start detecting what square you're on. They'll still be at disadvantage to make any, like, direct attacks, but they'll be able to detect what square you're on as long as you're not hiding. So, just so that you're aware that you're getting into that range where they're probably going to be able to sniff you out or hear you.
Well, I mean, I can move a bit back again after I cast a Hex.
Sure, yeah, you can.
Because I only need to be 60 feet to cast the Hex once the Hex is on.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I have to double check that. Some spells actually drop when they go out of range, so let me just check that.
I'm pretty sure Hex is one of the ones that stays on the target no matter where they are, as long as you hold concentration. Because it lasts for days at this level.
Yeah, no, it doesn't go away when I go out of range. So yeah, I can get within 60 feet, cast Hex, Eldritch Blast, and then move away 60 feet again. Like, not 60, like, move away so I'm not within the range, I mean.
Okay. You want to actually move up 5, X, and then move back toward where you came?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like how far? Back to the building, back and away and down, maybe?
Can I go diagonal?
Yes.
Yeah, and then diagonal down as far as I can with what I have.
Okay, so 95 out to 120 is going to be 25. 25. There we go. Be there. Alright, so you Hex, you shoot, and then you move back to this location. Which maximizes your movement.
Okay then. So then I cast... So the Hex is cast. So I'm just gonna make sure I click that so it's ticked off. I also choose Dexterity for her disadvantage thing. That's not for saving throws, it's only for ability. Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since we did it, so it's nice to remind.
I always kind of wish it was, but then I go, nah, that'd be pretty powerful.
It will be pretty powerful, and Hex is not necessarily that high of a spell.
It's a level 1
spell. It is for Warlock, but, you know. Okay, and then... Eldritch Blasts. Yeah. Let me see.
Sending them all at Bala?
Oh, yeah.
Right. And you just have Agonizing Blast, right? Not Repelling or Luring?
I can't remember, but I
know you have Agonizing.
Yeah. I deal 1d10 plus 7.
Yeah, that's Agonizing Blast.
Yeah.
Repelling is the one that pushes them away when they get hit, and Luring pulls them toward you.
And I have 4 beams.
And you have 4
do I still have double inspiration? Because I got that at some point.
Yeah, I suppose that it would be wrong of me to take that away, so, yeah.
Yeah, then I used one of them for the first roll, because that was a fumble.
Okay.
Let's see, my spell attack is plus 13, so that's 29.
29 against Bala is gonna hit.
Okay, so that's one hit. Do you want me to do damage, hit damage, or just hit all the hits and then...
Let's do all the
damage?
hits this time round and then do all the damages,
Okay.
see how we like it.
Yeah. That's worse. That's 17, so that won't hit.
17 will miss.
Goddamn, that's a miss too. My dice is not happy today.
Alright.
And that's better. That's 19 on the die, so that's a hit, because I hit with the other one, which was like a 17.
Okay.
Or 15, I can't remember. Whatever.
Alright, so 2d10s
so
plus
2
14.
hits. Yeah.
And don't forget your necrotic damage.
That's just one, so is that for each blast? I always forget that.
It's for each blast.
Okay. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna put up a calculator here.
2d10s plus 2d6s plus 14.
Okay, so it's 27 for what's it called? The damage type. I forget the damage type name. Force.
Force damage.
Force and then necrotic.
Yeah, 7 necrotic.
Okay, 7 necrotic. She doesn't resist that. I missed the force. What was it?
27.
27. Alright. Good hits. Good hits. This has got to be kind of scary for these big dragons who have seen pretty much nothing that could contend with them, watching their sister get half killed before they can even walk up to a sister.
That was for Paulina.
I love that. Want me to give you an inspiration, don't you? Well,
I mean, I already have one because I used
it's
one that I had a
true.
double, so that's not necessary.
You know, pick somebody to give an inspiration to.
Oh, Yuki.
Yuki Kaze, you have an inspiration back. As you clutch the periaptic proof against poison and think on Paulina as you blast her killer. Well, the mother of her killer.
yeah.
Okay. That makes it. That's it for your turn, right?
Yes.
Alright. Shasharan's turn. Sharon.
To be fair, she did at least kamikaze 2 adult dragons, I think, in the process.
It was just the one, but it was all you needed.
Oh, it was just the one? I thought it was 2. Okay.
You guys were nowhere near leveled enough to fight even a single adult dragon, but she got in its mouth and detonated herself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Badass
There's
old
a
lady.
bell. Somebody else wants to do that. Oh, who was it? Oh, right, Endar.
It was pretty similar. I think mine was a bigger boom, though.
Yeah, against against the demon uncle.
Yes, against Demon.
Alright. Shasharin is going to lift off into the air, rising up the full 90 feet, and she's going to look down upon you, Yukikaze. You know, you can see this fear still gripping her, looking upon the armor and sword and shield of Bahamut before her. And she's going to say, like, low and deadly in Draconic, "My brethren underestimate you, but I will not." And she is going to blast a line of acid at you. Just, like, start, like, at the ground and just lays up with it. Sending out this jet, this stream of acid that extends 90 feet away and 15 feet wide. Da, 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 da. Blam. So, yeah. She's going to be blasting Yukikaze and incidentally Laramendus.
It's just very rude.
Yeah, like I said, she's gonna like point at the ground and literally just arc her neck up, so the line is gonna just spray reasonably high into the air until she hits Yukikaze at the least. So I'm gonna go with that's gonna get be able to hit both of you. Big epic battle. You'll have to recharge that later. Alright. So I need... Huh?
Oh, I think I had Thunder do poison. Yeah, never mind.
Yes, you're not resistant to acid. That's the one of these that you're not resistant to.
I'm resistant to poison because I had you use poison and haste. Because
And you're immune to cold and fire. Now, I will remind you, Yukikaze, that you are carrying the Dragon Scale, which is designed for this.
Oh no, I can absorb some of the damage.
Yeah. So, this is going to be a dexterity saving throw from Laramendus and Yukikaze. Please.
And we have advantage from haste?
Yes, you're
right?
both hasted,
Okay.
so you both have advantage. Good luck.
Thank goodness for advantage. Although that puts me at a 22 on a 19 on die, which I think is not sufficient.
Haste saved my ass. I got, my second roll was a 24.
24. Miraculously, both of you succeed.
I would have thought that it was 24 for the DC, not.
So for these powers, I've been going with the stat block. I did create some of my own powers that have higher DCs.
Okay.
This one says the DC's 22. You made it.
Ah, exactly enough.
You made it.
Haste!
Thank
you, Vendor!
You're welcome. It's the best thing I could do.
So
haste
you-
is gonna
You
win
each
for us.
get just a little bit sprayed with acid as she is very clearly, like, wildly trying to take you out at this point. You know, clearly you can see that wildness in the way that she looks at the battlefield, like she sees a threat that everybody else is completely oblivious to, and that she's the only one who can take it out.
Tristan, the Dragon Scale has its own DC save. With
Yeah,
that,
it was DC 15.
so I do that again. That doesn't half it again, right? absorbs half the
It
damage.
absorbs half the damage before reduction. So, like, the fact that you dodge or don't dodge doesn't affect anything about the scale. It just grabs half the damage. It doesn't protect you from whatever you take.
Okay.
No, it does.
That's what I was wondering about your wording.
So I think it takes half, and then if
And
you
then you have the
if you have
remaining.
dodge or are resistant, that gets applied. So it's as if the attack was lower because the shield is absorbing some. I think that's how it functions.
Sounds
So I have to.
But it's been such a long time.
Yeah, same.
I have to save twice.
Basically, but, like, your first save, the one you just made, means that you're going to half whatever damage is remaining. If you make the DC 15, which is, what, a con save? I don't know if you can fail that. Then, it means that you'll be taking half of half, basically, and half of the full is going to go into the shield. So, mark down somewhere what you, like, how much, you don't have to mark the damage type, because that doesn't matter, but just mark how many points go into the shield. Remember, it can store 50.
Oh, I don't even, I rolled a 19 for the con one, so.
So, yeah, you make that. So, here's how it goes. You each get a bit sprayed with this, as you manage to dodge things. Laramendus and the shield, because the shield is going to absorb this, but Laramendus is going to be taking the same damage. You take half of the full, which is 33 acid.
Okay.
So you gain 33 points on your shield. And because of the shield's special ability, which allows you to absorb part of the attack, you're going to be taking half of 33, Yuki, so you take 16 points of acid damage on your body.
Okay.
And yeah, that kind of thing would kind of make it more clear why the dragons fear this armor set.
But once it's full at 50, it can no longer absorb anything else. So you
Correct,
start taking it
however.
full until you blast them in the face with 50 points of radiant damage,
Yeah.
which is mean.
Just shoot them with the holy laser. And then you can start absorbing again.
Question for Arcane Ward in its context with concentration.
Mm-hmm.
My ward hasn't broken,
Mm-hmm.
so I haven't taken any damage, which means I don't need to roll concentration. Or...
I believe that is what we ruled previously, yes.
Okay. I have 12 points left in my ward.
Well, you just have to hope they cast a spell you can dispel. Which, they've got a bunch, so they should probably do it at some point. But fighting like a dragon comes natural.
There are so many things that you can do that are not spells.
There are a lot of things they can do that are not spells. Nala cast a spell, it just didn't work.
I think she was also too far from me. Right now,
she was way
that,
too far from you, but I'm just saying, she did cast a spell. 8th level spell. It didn't work. Very sad. Okay, so that is her action, because she cannot breath and do other things. So, she flies up and blasts acid. Which means that it goes to Lorelei, if you want to separate her from your turn now, Leah.
I think it's fine to keep her close.
Okay. Move her over to you. And that makes it Raiken's turn.
Ah! Sorry, I was muted and my freaking mouse would not click.
Just imagine him sitting there screaming, clicking the thing, just holding the scream until it unmutes.
I literally did. I screamed once. So I was like, damn it! Come on, click! Okay. Raiken now is going to get up.
Yep, he gets up, half your movement.
And then he is going to... How far away is Bala?
Bala is straight line distance, 25 feet.
25 feet. First, Raiken is going to bonus action.
Bonus action. Boner action.
Divine Challenge.
Oh no! Is there a save for that, or does that just happen?
It's a save.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Go! Okay, she might have made it. Green dragon. Wisdom. 25.
God damn it.
They have pretty good saves.
That didn't help fucking Cesarin earlier, freaking with Jet. You're making this less spectacular for Raiken.
I'm so sorry. It's almost like if she hadn't succeeded, she would have just legendary resisted and then succeeded.
Got one of those left though.
Stop counting my legendary action resistances, Vendar.
I think Bala has 2 left.
No, she used one to half my dynamite damage.
Oh, okay. This happened when I had stepped away.
Alright, so she shrugs off the divine challenge.
They both
as
used
you,
one from the meteor.
glow silver with the light of Horde, point at her and challenge her to a duel. She just sort of sniffs and looks away.
Could have made it easy with one-on-one combat.
You and your god are beneath me.
Not for long. Raiken shoots up, flying to reach her.
Where are you gonna be?
Basically, maybe the third space above, like next to her on the right, but the third space above the blue box, so that he doesn't get hit by the.
Like just on top of the blue box, or like 3 above the blue
No,
box?
three above it.
Okay, right there. So you launch yourself into the air, and she watches you ride. She goes, "You're at top."
Yes. And then now Raiken is going to be like at head level, and he's taking a swing.
Oh no! My music went away again.
And with Vow of Enmity, he has advantage. And he just rolled a 29 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
And he is going to use a level 1 smite.
Alrighty.
For the non-damage roll, he did 19 points of non-magical silvered slashing.
Alrighty.
And with his radiant damage, he does 18 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Once again, damage is divisible by 5.
And then he's going to attack again.
Uh-oh.
That is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
He's going to use another level 1 smite. And this normal damage is 21 points of non-magical silvered slashing.
Yeah. Got it.
And 12 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And because of haste, he's going to attack one more time.
Oh, damn.
That's another 24 to hit.
Once again, you are able to strike a blow against Bala that she cannot mitigate.
And Raiken is now going to use a level 2 smite.
Oh, man. He's going for the 1-1-2 punch.
Yeah. Normal damage is 20 points of non-magical silvered slash.
Extremely consistent. 19, 21, 20.
And the radiant damage, a couple low rolls, so it's only 13 points of radiant damage.
13's nice, though.
2 ones.
Takes it to another number divisible by 10.
Ugh.
Keeping things nice and round.
You look worse for wear, Bala.
This is hardly the end of me. We shall see if you can say the same, Lumos.
And that will end Raiken's turn.
He's gonna die not knowing your name.
He did say his name.
Really? I don't remember him saying Raiken.
He did say Raiken.
Okay.
He said
I
it.
feel like Bala doesn't remember that though.
I feel like Bala would remember that.
It was earlier this session.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She said something along the lines of like schooling him or something, or Raiken was like nobody.
Oh,
Raiken.
right, nobody schools Raiken. I forgot how he talked about himself in the third person. I forgot about that. I just remember she immediately retorted, that much is apparent. Because she's a bitch. Okay. You can't do shit. That was your action, and she used a wing attack last time, so yeah, now you're right there, she's gonna tail attack you. So Bala's gonna use her legendary action to tail attack. Boop, and that is, okay, that will probably fuck you up unless I roll crap. I did not roll crap, that's a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that kind of hit.
Alright, that's gonna be 17 points reduced to 14 of non-magical bludgeoning damage as she literally turns and slams you with her tail in midair.
Gah!
I don't have a good one-liner for that. I feel like I should.
I can kill you with my backside, Raiken.
Oh, James.
I know.
No wonder.
I wish that Raiken could grab a hold of her tail and like Mario Bowser spin her around.
Spin her in a Carasoth.
Just do a seismic toss on her.
It'd be hilarious. Throw it on a mountain.
Deadliest ass in Amaranta.
Okay. So, Raiken's turn ends. She got her legendary action, which makes it Yukikaze.
So I'm gonna pull a whole bunch of shenanigans.
Uh-oh, shenanigans incoming. You have this kind of terrified black dragon flying above you who just blasted you with acid. Twice.
Oh, flying. Just above me? Okay.
She launched herself up in the air, moving her full move speed so that she was well above you, and then she shot a stream of acid away, which just rained down and hit you and Laramentis.
So you'll have to guide me a little bit, Tristan.
Okay.
So what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my hasted action.
Alrighty.
Take dynamite that Vendar gave me. Quickly
Use
talk.
on a Shisharan?
Why not?
Okay.
Let him do it. Go for it.
I thought that's what you wanted me to do.
Well, you shove it down Carasoth's throat, but if you want to use on a Shisharan, that's good.
Oh, Carasoth, yeah. Well, I have more beef against Sharon than Carasoth.
True. Sharon did kill your dad.
Try to put it in her throat.
That's the goal. So I'm using my hasted action to take it out of my bag. I do have hemp rope.
Yep.
I'm gonna quickly tie a piece because my silver fang's in spear form.
Yeah.
Tied to the end of the spear. And then I am going to try to do two things with it. And this is where you gotta decide what is acceptable, Tristan.
Okay.
So my goal is to get it into her mouth with Silver Fang.
Yep.
I wanted it to do a part to where I put it enough on the blade that I can twist it and snap the rope and have it dropped in Sharon's mouth.
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna leave Silver Fang in Sharon's mouth and let go.
Yeah. So you're going to charge in and jam her with this bomb spear, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for inside the mouth. If not, I want it to lodge it in the side of her face.
Okay.
And
so if it's outside of her mouth, then you're just going to leave the spear with the bomb attached to it, jammed in her.
Yep, and then I'm gonna kick off her face and use the shield to protect me as I back off.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna want to get at least 20 feet away from it.
I'm gonna try my best, and I'm also gonna.
Alright, so your movement flying is 40, hasted is 80. So it's 20 to get up there, and so that means you'd be able to go back another 60 to be 40 feet away. And you have evasive footwork to protect you during the retreat.
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't mind if I forego my damage of my attacks to count for the getting it in her mouth or attached to the side of her face.
Okay, so you get 4 attacks on a normal action, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, we're going to use your hasted action. We're going to say that's going to allow you to do what you need to affix the bomb to the spear.
I also have action surge if you wish me that if this demands another thing.
Well, let's find out. You're going to charge forward, and you're going to begin making attacks, thrusting the bomb-laden spear at her face. Let's see here.
It is lit before I charge into.
That's terrifying. Okay. So yeah, you attach it, you light it, and you go in, you just cha-cha-cha-cha-cha! Just trying to get it in there. So,
Cha-cha-cha.
I don't think I'm going to be able to lodge it and then light it, so common sense to say light it before you go in.
oh no, you're absolutely 100% right. It just doesn't make it any less terrifying. Okay.
A few seconds for the biggest boom in history.
Right. So, let's see here. You're going to be making attacks. We're going to say that in order to get it in her mouth, I'm going to need you to hit a... What is reasonable? Sure. I'm going to need you to hit a 28 on the to hit to get it in her mouth. But any attacks that beat her AC are still going to damage her, and upon your choosing, you can leave it stuck in her.
Okay.
So that you can make as many attacks as you like, and get the damage for the ones that hit, but you have to hit a much higher number in order to get it in her mouth. Does that sound fair?
It's your call. That's what I'd like to do if you're good.
Okay, so you may begin making attacks. You have attached the bomb to the spear, you have lit it, you have charged in, you can say anything you like if you want to yell at her, and you begin thrusting this spear at her face.
I'll just like spread my wings, roar, and then speed up kind of thing.
Alright. I mean, that alone is going to get her to kind of lean backwards in the air, like she flaps her wings kind of toward you, pushing herself a little bit back, and you see her straightening in the air to kind of put a little more distance between you and her. She does not like the look of that.
The first one's a 25.
A 25 will hit, but will not get it in her mouth. Roll the damage for me.
16 damage, magical piercing.
16 magical piercing, 1/6.
Yep.
Alright, that's gonna be good. Up. Got it. Next attack.
28.
28. That is high enough to get it in her mouth.
Alright. And I will end it there with that then, because I want to end it.
Okay. Make a damage against her mouth roll, and then you twist the spear and drag against her teeth to leave the bomb in her mouth.
It's only 9 magical piercing.
9 magical piercing. Well, this will probably make up for it anyway. Bam. And so you're not going to attack anymore. You're going to forego your other 2 attacks.
Because, well, so you allowed me to spin my spear and release it, so would I be able to reasonably attack?
Yeah, I mean, like, you could literally just change the shape of the spear so that it basically falls off and then attack her with a different weapon or whatever. It's a metamorphic weapon.
I was going to ask you if that was acceptable, but I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I think that looks very cool. So you finally get it in there, and then you, I don't know, turn it into an epee or something so that it slides off.
I'll do that then.
Alright, so you have a rapier.
Well, actually, no. Oh no, yeah, rapier's the best choice. Okay.
Yeah, it's D8 damage. It's finesse, not that you care. You're all strength.
That's right.
But you're not hill giant strength. Not like somebody I know.
He has storm giant strength.
24.
Yeah, he was thinking
Like
about Steve
normally.
the Hill Giant.
24 to hit Preston.
24 to hit will hit.
I only got 6 magical piercing. Or, yeah.
6 magical piercing.
Yeah,
Okay.
rapier's piercing, isn't it?
Yeah, rapier's piercing. Alright, you got 1 attack left.
No, I might not hit. 20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, that is going to be too low. She manages to move her face out of the way, dodging it. And as she reels away from you, you're going to take that opportunity to spin yourself in the air and kick off of her, pushing away from her. She will get a attack of opportunity, so you may use your evasive footwork.
Yep, I will. I gotta roll the dice to figure out what I add.
Yeah. What's it, a D10 now?
Oh, look. D12, actually.
Damn, well, roll well. She did.
I rolled not bad, but not perfect. My AC, Tristan, is 33.
Damn! She got a 31. So you kick off away and you raise the dragon scale, and as you do so, you see her foot talon comes up as she's twisting away from you, and its claws strike at you, glancing off of the dragon scale and sending you tumbling through the air, but you are unharmed. As you fall back 40 feet. 60 feet. Anything else for your turn, or is that it?
Other than the dynamite going off, that's it.
Oh, I haven't forgotten. Just goes off at the end of your turn.
It's a bundle of 5 dynamite.
Please tell my friend Malachi what to roll.
Well, if you're not going to change for a bundle, then it would be 40 d20 plus 100 damage.
Oh, wait. Do I want to use the whole? I was only thinking one instead of the whole bundle.
It would be work to get one out. He strapped them together to be a bundle.
Well, I already decided it. It's done.
Yeah, it's gonna be impressive. So, I'm sorry, did you say 40 d20?
Yes, each one is 8 d20 plus 20.
Holy shit!
Hopefully I took care of Shasharan.
Hopefully her head just pops here.
Yeah, 40, you might actually want to use like a computer-generated dice roll for that.
It's just done.
I would say, Tristan, go ahead and use something to roll it, because I know I'm something.
The ingenuity of mortals is.
And then it's also 15 d6 thunder damage.
Oh my god. R 40 20 508 points of damage.
Plus the thunder damage?
Yes, plus 15 d6 thunder damage.
15d6. Do you want to roll 15d6, or shall I do that again?
Go ahead, Tristan.
Okay. Need a space there. Another 61, so 569.
Nice.
500 and nice.
Very spicy spear.
Holy ass.
God, Jesus.
Oh my god. What else can we give her? Sure. She's very bloody.
Not quite dead, huh?
No.
It's like running, like raining blood from her mouth at this point.
Her jaw's gone.
As this
I was
thing...
gonna say dripping, but I realized that was too little.
Yeah.
So,
So the dynamite that you basically tucked into her cheek and then started stabbing her to distract her before kicking off, goes off, and it's this. There's literally a shockwave sends Lara Mendis you both tumbling through the air. The air around Shisharin is filled with smoke and vaporized blood and acid. As the light haze around her begins to clear, you can see that she has maintained flight, like she fell a good distance before catching herself. You can see that her wings, she's flapping harder as her wing on the right side is perforated with holes, and the bone beneath her black scales on her wing and the tendons and ligaments that control it are exposed to the air. And she turns towards you, as she regains control of her flight, looking now up at you, and you can still see that fear and rage in her left eye as the entire right side of her face has been torn away, fangs missing from her skull, just scales, flesh, and blood sloughing off and falling into the pool of acid beneath her. And you can see that the tear travels down her neck to her collarbone, and there is a stream of acid leaking from her throat and traveling over her scales, dripping off of her claws into the pool beneath her. As she gargles out towards you.
I warned them about the armor.
Dragons aren't shit compared to dynamite.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't even the armor.
She definitely seems focused on the armor.
That would have been much more difficult without the armor. For the being able to drop the weapon and continue attacking and fly away.
I will only point out to the rest of you who've witnessed this, that is terrifying.
Vendar is ecstatic. You can see his face, you'd all be terrified.
Like, this crack of thunder resounds across the battlefield. You actually see the ripple travel through the legions that you led here, the armies. They're not hit by the shockwave as they duck their heads under the sudden crack of thunder, thinking they're under attack. You see this wave go through the army. Alarmentus, I feel like you should roll a con save.
I think that's fair, yeah.
I
wasn't gonna say it.
So loud.
I didn't want to say it, but well, that's a 1 on die.
Oh gosh.
Which makes it a whopping 3.
A 3.
I think I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
That's fair.
And I'm gonna switch to a different die, not the blue one. Let's use.
They gave you the 2 nat 20s, now they gotta betray you.
It's true. And this is a third die, so the other dice are just like trying to keep that one in its place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't a 1. It was a 9 on die.
Okay,
so that's an 11.
An 11. Okay. I'm gonna say that you are shell-shocked by this explosion, the ripple that sent you tumbling through the air. You're still invisible, you're aware of that, but you are having trouble getting your bearings and holding a thought. So on your next one turn, you're going to have only an action, a movement, or a bonus action, plus your hasted action. So one of those, plus your hasted.
Okay.
Effectively dazed, but for one turn.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
That seems reasonable.
That was as good as I hoped for.
That was 569 damage. That could have put Carasoth in his place.
Yeah. If only I had more dynamite.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had rolled like 90. I would have had so much I could have just thrown bundles around after bundles.
So how do I make a space rocket out of that?
I mean, I think that it should be very clear why your benefactor took so much.
Yes. That's the best thing I've ever invented.
Fucking out of control. Right. So that is Raiken's turn. Excuse me, that is Yukikaze's turn, which makes it Cyrus' turn.
Alright, well, hard act to follow, but let's see what we can do.
There you are.
How much space is there between Sharon and Bala?
85 feet.
Alright. I think I'll stick with which plan. Alright, so I need to get within 60 feet of Shasharan, as she seems to be the more hurt one now.
You are...
Oh, you blighted them both in one turn.
You are within 60 feet of Shasharan. You're within 35 feet of Shasharan.
Cool. Then I will use Quicken Spell to bonus action cast Sunbeam. Sending a ray of radiant damage at Shasharan.
Are you also subtle casting?
I cannot do both, but I am invisible.
Are invisible. Okay.
And from what was said earlier, I was under the impression that
You're
invisible
correct.
people can't be. Okay. Because in other words, that would change how things, what I would want to do.
How far is Sunbeam? 60 feet?
60-foot line.
Oh, I know what I did wrong. There we go. There we go. Sunbeam. Pew!
So I need Shard to make a Constitution saving throw while I roll up some damage.
Okay. Oh, did I forget to... Wait. She... save? Against the dynamite?
She didn't roll a save, but it was in her mouth, so I was just assuming that you said that she didn't get to save it, because it's a dex save.
Okay. I'll leave it. Alright. She saves.
Okay. Then she will take 37 points of radiant damage. That gets halved.
Yeah, legendary resistance.
Wait, should I use a legendary resistance?
I just rolled a fucking 1, because she hates me. She wants to die.
Oof.
She's probably not going to last much longer anyway. Might as well use it.
So then follow-up question. Just to make sure I've read this correctly. When I cast the spell, it makes a ray on its own. And that says you can create a new line of radiance as your action on any turn until the spell dissipates, or until the spell ends.
Right.
So
So you create a line, it basically shoots out as a laser, it's instantaneous, and then you can do it again. It doesn't, like, stay there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the question is, since I used a bonus action to cast it, can I use an action to send a second beam?
Does it say any subsequent turn?
Nope, it says any turn. Any turn. It's reasonable if you say no. I have other things I can do. I just thought I'd ask.
Fuck it. Final battle. Double beam it up.
Alright, then I'll need another one of those con saves.
Don't roll a
Double
one.
beam.
But also, I should point out, the damage of the last one was nuts. There was 3 8s, a 7, a 5, and a 1.
Alright, how does a 26 do?
I'll save. Oh, something I also should mention while I remember. My saves were on my sheet a little high by mistake during the last session because the magic items that are equipped on my character are stacking when they shouldn't.
Oh.
So my saves, I don't think it
I'm
would
not
make the
retconning
difference.
anything now, just make sure they're right.
Yeah, I can't edit them unless I unequip the item. So I just have to remember that the attack and saves are both too lower than they, or too higher than they should be. So I need to lower the budget.
You don't want to just override the numbers since you know what it's supposed to be and it's not about to change again?
I can't. I looked.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to edit those numbers, as far as I
Alright,
can tell.
I thought you could just override the... Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay.
I can do that for saves, I can do that for charisma. I guess I could lower the charisma.
Whatever, as long as you know what the number should be, it doesn't, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so, what's half damage?
Right, still rolling to 7 and 5, so that's 12, 16, 18. And last
The first one was half of 37, right? I just realized I didn't add that.
Correct.
18.
So 24 is the total damage of the second blast,
So 12.
which is half 12.
Yeah, she is looking bad.
I would then like to take the hide action as my hasted action.
Roll it.
20.
20. Out of curiosity, you're still shedding a ton of light, right?
I don't know how. I could be.
I think
don't
you're an
know
invisible
how that,
object that's shedding light.
Okay, then I wouldn't bother with the hide. I would have thought that would have been covered with invisibility.
I don't think so.
It's I'm good with it either way. I just don't know. So if I still have a hasted action, then I'll just try to get like a 80-foot buffer between me and him. Her. Shasharan.
Sharon is a she. Bala is a she. Gonna go back 80 feet straight away from her.
It's probably kind of like somewhat to the side because I don't want to get too far away from my allies either. I just need some distance from Shasharan, so like
You wanna go
kind
like
of
straight
diagonally
feet?
back towards the group,
Yeah.
but away from Shasharan.
Up there, maybe?
Sure.
Like, that's the same amount of distance away from her either way, but this way you're not also running away from the party, per se.
Yep, works for me. I just want a little bit of distance.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright. Alright.
There is now a sun flying around in the sky.
Bright as day in a storm. Carasoth's turn. Use his special technique.
Is this all him just moving?
I was measuring it out to make sure you could do it. So what he's going to do is he's going to move up so that he's close to you and Bala. And he's been flying to get there the whole time, so he flies above. And then he just plows straight south while just belching magma and dropping it beneath him, leaving a stream of magma for 80 feet below him.
Was there ever a period in time that he was within 30 feet of you?
When he was within 30 feet of you?
Yeah.
You were like, evens or odds?
Odds.
It is a 12. So, no.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Yep. Just going to... Somewhere under there is Kubriel. Raiken's up there. Those that are in the deluge of magma, which is Kubriel and Raiken. Everybody else is invisible. Now, I will remind people, because it is an important detail, that Carasoth's eyes were orangey red when he addressed you from atop the tower. On his first turn, he did something and they turned blue. And as he flew down here, after dumping his magma, he flew directly toward the party.
Somebody has true sight.
Do with that information as you will.
Get on that, wizard.
I would love to get away from that, actually.
I'm not invisible though. Remember that.
So as he arrives down here after leaving a trail of magma behind him, which we will deal with in a moment there, Raiken. He's still hovering in the air as he pulls up near Shisharin and says,
"Things are not going your way, little sister. Perhaps you should try looking harder."
Now then, as for Raiken, I am going to need a dexterity saving throw. As this...
Always dexterity!
So many things are. But I mean, imagine this. You roll con against lava pouring over you, so you let it hit you, and you just deal with it. Does that make more sense?
Oh, man. Huzzah! That is a 22. That's literally the second highest number I could ever get.
Most unfortunate.
God, listen, you give me anything other than int or dex, and I fucking destroy it.
Yeah, paladins are terrifying.
That was still with your advantage for being hasted?
Well,
let me see if I can roll a 20. Does it even matter if I get a 23?
Did you add the plus? Doesn't? Never mind.
So paladin saves already have his aura calculated in. So he's already buffing himself by 3. No, a 23 isn't high enough, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
So it's not possible for him to succeed.
It's not possible for him to escape this one.
Possible for Kubriel, but she's also not hasted, so she doesn't get advantage. She just has one roll.
Alright, what's she got?
She did not beat it.
Okay.
Which she likes some inspiration.
Or because now they're too far apart, so she doesn't even get the bonus. I mean, if you want to give Kubriel, if it's allowed to give Kubriel inspiration. Nope, she ain't even worse.
Very sorry. Okay, since both of you failed the save, that means you both take full damage. And full damage in this case, because I rolled kind of crappy, good news for you, is 47 points of fire damage.
Alright, I am bloodied now.
Too bad you weren't there for the resistance to fire.
And Kubriel is also bloodied.
Carasoth begins casting a spell.
Level counter spell.
Roll it.
Since I don't know what he's doing, I guess third. Yeah, just a third. We'll see what. Well, I rolled well. 22.
22. Have to cancel a 9th level spell, so you cancel Carasoth's spell. And you're going to see those blue, glowing eyes set unnaturally in his red, scarred head turn and gaze directly into your face, Cyrus, as he grins that enigmatic reptilian grin and grumbles,
Let's clip your wings, little one.
Oh, fuck.
check a thing before I move on to the next turn. Sorry. There it is.
We're over time as well, by the way.
We're over time? We are over
Yep.
time. Let me still check the thing before I end. Okay. Alright. So, where are we? Carasoth. We're starting with Jebel again. Jebel's the new Yukikaze!
We got through one whole round of combat this time.
Yep.
Dude,
It's a
hundreds of
lot.
Well, we're almost done with 2 dragons, so that'll take out a bunch
Yeah.
of legendary axes.
The bomb against Shisharin was mean.
I love
it. Alright. All of the dragons are finally entered into the combat.
Kinda.
They're all here. Carasoth was leisurely taking his time until his sisters started getting their shit kicked in.
Yeah, but like the blue one is still kind of like up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he's been here fighting the whole time.
Look at all of his effect on the field. All these little blue squares. That's all El Cement and his blue dragons.
And so far, he's hurt Shishar and no one else.
I kind of like
So he's done his
it.
job.
I think
He's done his job then.
He is
Yeah.
secretly helping us, right? So it makes sense.
I kind of like it. It's working the way I wanted it to. It makes the battlefield feel a little bit more like you gotta move.
The fact that we can move so much thanks to haste
Yeah.
is real nice.
The haste potion is brilliant. It has helped us a lot.
Until
best thing.
round 11.
If we make it to round 11, we bloodied 2 of them in 3 rounds.
It
How much more
has.
dynamite do you have?
It has been going.
I have 4 more sticks of dynamite.
Has been going poorly for the dragons thus far. Maybe
They
now that Big
underestimated
Brother
us.
is here, things will turn around, or maybe they won't. I don't know.
I'm gonna start hucking dynamite at him.
Save me a stick for when time stop comes up. I can hand deliver that shit.
All right, so yeah, we are deep into the battle for Amaranta, and things are looking pretty good for the party, which is great. It would suck to go out on a bad note. So if we end it quickly, I'm not going to be sad. But there's still all of Carasoth to fight, and there is a lot of Carasoth. So let's see how the battlefield changes now that he is here and ready to drop lava on it.
Yeah. I don't know about
That's
you
how you
guys,
should do it,
but
though. You always get rid of the ads first.
And one of the tanks is already freaking bloodied.
And the wizard is in melee combat with the dragon. So
Yukikaze was in melee combat with a dragon and isn't bloodied.
it's true. That did
It's
work
true,
better for him
yes.
than it will for me.
Yeah, he went into melee combat and nearly killed Shoshana.
I am sure that Carasoth being this close to you, Aramendis, is not a problem.
While I'm dazed. It's fine.
It's fine. you
Well,
have the
okay.
hasted action still. You get to do two things.
Like disengage and run away.
Yeah,
Could be
you're
those
standing
two
in
things.
where lightning's gonna hit you. Anyway.
You prepare Thunder Wave, right? You get a Thunder Wave a dragon, right?
Armendus doesn't have Thunderwave.
That is unfortunate for Larmendus. Alright, well, thank you all for being here. And I look forward to the continuation of this battle. How is... Actually, before I end, I need to ask, how is Kubriel doing, health-wise, after that lava pour?
I mean, I told you she's bloody.
Okay. But she's still there, which is important.
She's still there. She could, I mean, if she got another magma drop on her that was the same amount of HP, she would still be alive, but barely.
But barely. Okay, good to know. Alright then. Then, we shall see you the next leg of this battle next time on Everybody Loves Raiken. Bye, stream.
I stream.
Bye.